back. This is Kurt Rashi with Max Power Marketing, and this is where we left off in video number 1. If you're just joining us because you already had a website domain name, you might want to catch the second half of that video, as we did go over how to set up your SQL database for a WordPress installation, which is what we're going to be doing on this video. This is where we left off. I went ahead and copied over the information here. So we have the user, the default, and the password that were created in the first video. And now we're going to make a WordPress installation. So what we need to do is first we're going to go to WordPress.org. That's O-R-G, not .com. Nothing wrong with .com, but ORG, WordPress ORG is the one that will let you download and install an independent version of WordPress on your own server, and then you get tons and tons of different plugins and things you can do in WordPress on your own server than you can versus on the .com server, which is WordPress hosted. So I'm going to click the download WordPress, and we're going to download it again here. And that's going to download a zip file. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. Okay, I've downloaded the WordPress and I've unzipped it onto my desktop. So now I can go to my FTP client, which in this case happens to be Core FTP. You can use FileZilla. Actually, I prefer FileZilla, but I've got other things running in that, so we're going to use the Core FTP, which is, it still gets the job done, just isn't as fast as FileZilla. Both of those are free options for FTP. Once you've downloaded the WordPress and unzipped it and put it on your desktop, what you'll do is you'll have one side of your FTP client here will be the things that are on your desktop. I'm going to refresh here since I just did that, and there's my WordPress installation. I'm going to double click to open it, and as you'll see, the folders are already over here. You just highlight all of these and you will drag and drop them over. In order to save time, I've already done that. It'll load all the files in there. What you'll have to do after that is you're going to come down here, and this is where what we did in the last video will come in extremely handy. There's a WP config sample file. What you're going to need to do is double click to open that up. So as you'll see, we have the username here. We're going to go ahead and grab the user from over here. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to highlight in here and put the username. Paste. And the database name here. Come over here and grab the database. Copy. And paste. And then the password. Remember, we had the generated password. So I'll copy that. And paste. And believe it or not, that is it. It's that simple. You keep this at localhost. Everything else stays the same. What you want to do is make sure you save this. Close it up. And then on Core FTP anyways, I'm getting this little window here. Yes, I do want to overwrite. So now I need to change this from WP config sample to just config. So I'll put my cursor right after the G, and I'll delete to the dot and click off, and it will automatically save. Now we're ready to install WordPress. So we're going to go ahead and close this out, and we no longer need this. So what I'm going to do now is go to the site that we just got, and this is what you'll see, the welcome from WordPress, wanting us to set the site up. So I'm going to go ahead and give the site a title, which I'll just call Las Vegas Web Design. You always want to change this from admin. It's too easy when you give hackers half the information they need to crack your site. Always change your admin. For me, I'm going to just change it to user for now. Once again, that you wouldn't want to use that either, but all this is going to be undone. So, and then the password, I'll just make password 12 and password 12, and they match. And then my email, cart@maxpowermarketing.com. And you want to make sure this stays checked. If you uncheck this, then Google and Technorati and all the other sites out there, it's going to hide them. Hide your site from the search engines. That's the last thing you want. So make sure that stays checked, and then click Install WordPress. And now we're going to go ahead and log in. And I will type in user and password 12. And now we are at our WordPress site. You'll notice this is the back end of WordPress. The site is fully installed. If we click right here, we'll go to the live site, and that's the default. It says hello world, just another WordPress site. But we have our hosting, we have our WordPress site installed, and we'll get a little deeper into start manipulating WordPress in the next video. That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.